Hello, good day everyone. I am Grace Love Hidalgo and I'm going to present to you my assignment. So, in this video, I'm going to discuss how the entire instructions will be executed by SAP-1 architecture. So, we are instructed to create a video showing how SAP-1 architecture works given the memory content you can see on the screen. So this one, and I will discuss the flow of the data, the active pins, and the behavior of each SAP-1 architecture in every cycle time. So first, let's start here at the first instruction, which is LDA 11. LDA means load, and the 11 here uh, is the memory address we are going to fetch the data content. So here, this one, we're going to fetch this later. So the program counter initializes to 0000, and at T1, so here we are now at T1, we activate the EP and the LM pins. So uh, you can see here that this is transported, oh, not transported. So that means that the contents of our program counter will be sent to our W bus. So this one will be sent here, and since our LM here is active, the content will be accepted in our MAR. So the MAR holds the address or the value of the data from MAR. It uh, points out to the next address or action of the data to be executed. So as you can see here, 0000 and 1011, which is the value of our, the address of 11 here. Now going to our T2, we can see here that uh, the value of our PC or program counter will be incremented, and that's just the only works of our T2, and the active pin here is the CP. Going to the next cycle for T3, what happens here is that the value of our RAM here will be uh, will go to the W bus and will be accepted in our instruction register because the CE and LI pin here is active, or it is activated. And after that, whatever we have here in our IR or our instruction register, it will be decoded in our controller. So the higher nibble will go to the controller. So that's what happens in our T3. Now on our T4, uh, we can see that our lower nibble here is uh, it was sent to W bus and is accepted to our MAR. And also, before I forgot, the active pins here is the EI and also the LM. So yeah, so the data that is in the W bus, which was uh, sent out by our IR, will be accepted here on MAR. Also in the T4, the controller, this one, we'll understand that this is LDA or load. And now, whenever we see a value here in MAR, it points out to the next instruction or that or data to the RAM. So here, um, it in this state, you can see that the lower nibble part is actually a data here. That is the content of the address in the past lower nibble. So this is 7. So 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have here our data 7 that is decoded here on our RAM. Now on our T5, the content of our RAM that is pointed out here on our I'm sorry, the content of our MAR that is pointed out here on our RAM will be accepted in the accumulator. It will go to the W bus. The active pin here is the CE and the LA because what the program needs is this is load. So whatever we have, we will put it to or we will load it to the accumulator. So since our LA here is an active pin, and this one we have sent it to the W bus, it will then go here to our accumulator and load it here. So so here you can see that it has been loaded, and after that is our T6. So T6 is in OP or it has no operations. So now let's go to the next instruction, which is add 10. Add means addition, and the 10 here is the memory address that we are going to fetch the data content. So this one. So what the program wants is we have to add the 7 here and the 6 here. So before that, uh, since our program counter is already 001, which was incremented on our T2, we will activate here the EP and the LM pin. So what we have here is add 10. So we will be sent to the W bus, and it will then be accepted here in our MAR. So here, uh, and after that, since our MAR holds the address or the value of our data, so from MAR, it points out to the next address or action of the data to be executed. So this will change to 0011010 since our 10 here is the address here is 10. Now on our T2, so the action of the T2 is just an incrementation of our program state. So the active pin here is the CP. So what happens is it is incremented. And after that, on our T3, we are now here at T3 and add 10. Now what happens is that the value of our RAM here will be accepted in the instruction register. So this one will be active, and this one it will go to the W bus, and after that it will be accepted on our IR here, and after that it will be decoded in our controller, and the data will be splitted. So the higher nibble will be here, and also the lower nibble will be sent later on our T4. Here. I'm sorry, I forgot to. So, ayan na. Nasend na po natin. So, here. Nag-change na po. So, now, T4, we can see that our lower nibble will be sent here. This one will go to the W bus and it will be sent here on our, it will be accepted here on our MAR, and the active pins here is the EI and the LM, so it will be accepted here in our MAR. And after that is also here the controller will understand that this is add, and now whenever we see a value here in MAR, it points out to the next instruction or data to the RAM, uh, this one. So it changed already since our value here in 1010 is 6, so 4 plus 2, so 6 na po ito. In this state, you can see that the lower nibble part is actually a data. So ang nilalaman nating lower nibble is data. So next one is our T5. So here in our T5, the content data that is in MAR, since go back to our T4, it was sent here on our RAM. Since our CE and our LB here is an active pin, this data will go to our W bus, and then it will be accepted here in our register, and depending on the value of this SU, so the SU tells us what to do, since our instruction in set 001 here is add, so the SU will read for that the value here will be added. So ito na, nakita na natin that 6 plus 7 will be 7 to 7, so 8, 12, and 13. So 6 plus 7 is 13. Okay, so nakita natin yung result dito. And on RT6, the result, the result will be sent to our W bus and will be accepted in our accumulator. So the active pin here is the EU and the LA. So let us change the value here in our accumulator since we have a new value. Now going to the next instruction, which is sub 7. Sub means subtraction, and the 7 here is a memory address that we are going to fetch later on. So the program counter is already 0010, and at RT1 we activate the EP and the LM pin. That means that the content of our program counter will be sent to W bus, and then it will then be accepted to our MAR. So ayan na, it has changed. Then after that is it will be then pointed out here on our RAM. So 0010, which is here our address, and the memory that it holds, the data in 7 is 3. I mean this one, 0 and 0. After that is T2. So here in our T2, the program counter will just increment. So, yan po. And for T3, what happens is that the value of our RAM will be accepted in the instruction register. It will go to the W bus and then will be accepted here in our instruction register. So the active pin here is the CE and the LI. So ayan, it has changed already. And after that, it will be decoded here in our controller. The the higher nibble will go to the controller. So ayan. So here on our T4 again, uh, we can see that our lower nibble will be sent to the W bus. The EI and the LM here is an active pin. It will be sent to W bus and it will be accepted here on our MAR. After it will be just points out to the R RAM, which is 10. So ito po yung ilalabas niya, yung 7. Sorry. So dapat pala ito is okay. So dapat pala. So ayan na po. So here in our T5, the content data that is in MAR, since it has been pointed out here on our RAM, it will then be accepted here on our register. It will go to the W bus and that it will be accepted here on our register since our CE and our LB here is an active pen. So depending on the value of the SU, so it tells us if it is for subtractor and other. So since our instruction here is for subtractor, so it will subtract here the value that what we have here in our accumulator and also here. So ito na po. Change natin yung value. So what happens here is na change na. So 13 minus 3 is equivalent to this value. So 8, 10. So 10 na. So here on our T6, the result that it will be sent to our W bus and then be accepted here on our accumulator. So the active pin here is the EU and the LA. Ito na, it has been accepted na. Then, so now let's go to the next instruction, which is the out. Out here means we are going to display the data that, or going to the output, or we're going to display the data in our binary display. So the program counter here is already 001, so RT1. Then the EP and the LM pins will be activated. That means that the contents of our program counter will be sent to W bus here. So W bus and will be accepted here on our MAR. And after that, it will just point out here on our RAM here. So the instruction here is to out or to display the value of our accumulator. So now T2 is just an it will be, the program counter will just be incremented. So ito po. And after that, on our T3, the value of our RAM, it will be then accepted since our CE and LI is an active pin, it will then be accepted here on our go to W bus, and also be accepted here on our IR. So ito na po. And after that, our controller will then be it will be then decoded. It will be sent to our controller, so the higher level. And after that is an RT4. Uh, so since the instruction is to display the data in the accumulator will be sent to the W bus. Ito po. It will be sent to W bus, and then it will be accepted here on our output register. And also, before I forgot, the active pin here is the EA and also the LO here. So whatever that is in our W bus, it will be accepted here on our OP, and it will then be displayed here. So ayan na po. Then 10. So going to our halt, or our the last instruction. So the T1 is just uh, it will be this pin will be active, and it will go to the W bus and then be accepted here on our MAR 0, and after that it will then point out to our RAM here. So this means halt. uh, After that, at our T2, we're just going to increment our program counter plus 1. So here on our T3, what happens is the value of our RAM here will be in this one is an active pin. It will then go to the W bus, and after that, um, since our LI here is an active pin, it will accept the value that is in our IR. I mean, sorry, in our W bus. Ayan na, in-accept na po. And after that, it will just then point out here in our controller 1111. That means halt. So thank you for listening. God bless po.